We're a little early, but that's fine. That's fine. No one's going to complain about that, right? No one. Okay, and I think my game overlay might be a bit... down from where it should be, so we'll just fix that up quickly. How are we all going tonight? Welcome in. It's a pleasure to see you all. And by you all, I mean the Void. But now that we're here, and now that we've begun, let's begin. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, what was I doing? Oh, we have some trainings and stuff.
Now that I think about it.
Pardon me a moment.
Wanderer, my apologies for the sudden request. I need you to train the guards in the city of Zoo. The enemy has infiltrated our ranks. We must be ready for anything, so your help will be greatly appreciated. Ah, a training battle. Okay. And this guy wants to chat a bit. Oh, the cutscenes. This game is 90% cutscene.
How's things? You've had a taste of officer life now. Starting to get used to things around here?
Of course.
No holding back, am I right? Good to see we can count on you. In any case, you're doing a fine job leading this band of ruffians. We may have our disagreements at times, but I got a feeling that you'll do fine. You were picked out by Lord Cao Cao himself, after all.
'Cause I'm a gun.
Oh, almost forgot. I've good news for you. Remember when I told you that I was considering how to apply my natural talents to transporting provisions? Well, I think I've really found my calling there. Lord Cao Cao said my newfound skills will be a valuable addition to his force. Now, we can send provisions throughout the land with ease.
That
We
is
won't
good.
have to worry about plundering or getting sacked. We'd be one step closer to his vision. I've been trying to figure out what I could do. But I think it's finally coming together.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
Damn right. But you know, I wouldn't have come this far without you. Whenever I see you at work, my doubts seem to completely vanish, and I see everything in a new light. And I'm here
And here
wondering
comes the
what I can
thirsting
expect
after
from
the
you
main
next.
character again.
I just can't take my eyes off of you. I'd appreciate that. I feel I can do so much more with you around. Let's keep giving the world something to be amazed at. Should be easy enough for the two of us.
Hell yeah.
Finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happier about it.
Doo-doo-doo.
I see Cao Cao's old habits are back in force.
What are you
He's
talking
been
about?
trying this way and that to bring Guan Yu under his command.
Ah, that's never gonna
They say
happen.
he's given him all sorts of treasures, even the fabled red hair.
But I wanted that horse.
Too bad. Once Cao Cao has his mind set on something, it rarely changes. Though, if you ask me, it would have been better if you had gotten the horse. I doubt Guan Yu would change allegiances over mere flattery. And if I'm right, the enemy just gained another weapon.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt us later.
Oh, it will.
What perfect timing. Lord Cao Cao has called for you. We must hurry.
Question. Were you close to Guan Yu? No. I see. Guan Yu is a man of integrity. I imagine he will want to return to Liu
He
Bei's
will
side,
return to Liu Bei's side.
but it would be a shame if such talent were lost along with Liu Bei's life. If possible, I would like him to join my forces. I had hoped that if you knew him well, you might be able to think of a way to win him over.
I do not think it's possible.
So even you cannot think of a way to bring him over to our side.
Go back in time and recruit him before he met Liu Bei.
If he wishes to return to Liu Bei no matter what, then perhaps we must make sure that is no longer an option.
Oh, you're getting a bit dark for me, Sasso.
Before anything else, I want to know what Guan Yu is thinking. The moment our army has a chance to rest, I'd like you to find that out for me.
Sure, people tell me everything. Conspiring to assassinate a leader? They'll have the conversation right in front of me. Oh, we're just going straight to this conversation.
You're asking if I want to continue serving Lord Cao Cao?
I just out right and said it.
He has been incredibly generous and has treated Liu Bei's family well. That is a debt I must repay in full before I leave. But I do not intend to stay here long. I will leave as soon as I know where my brother has gone. I, Guan Yu, will stand with Liu Bei until my death. That is an oath I will not break. That is not the issue. My loyalty is with Liu Bei.
I don't want to ask him to
Liu
break his
Bei
oath anyway.
is weaker than Lord Cao Cao. A cause for concern in some ways, I admit. Whenever he sees others suffering or in misery, he is driven to help them, heedless of logic. Because of that, we, and Liu Bei himself, have had to endure countless hardships. Some may see that as foolishness. Others may jeer, calling it a lack of principle. But Liu Bei knows the suffering of the people. He knows the cries of the destitute who lack the power to act. I believe that is the quality necessary to bring an end to these times of war. Forgive
It's a
my
noble
prattle,
endeavor.
but those are my thoughts in full. I presume you came here at Lord Cao Cao's behest to see where I stand.
Yes, I
If
did.
you would, please tell him that I am sorry.
Oh, we're still going?
Lord Guan Yu, I hear that Lord Liu Bei is still missing. I cannot imagine how that must feel. But I am happy that I could fight alongside you once more. And I say that in earnest.
I cannot thank you enough for saving my life and the lives of my brother's family.
No need. The loss of a warrior such as yourself would be a loss to the entire realm. You said the same to me once.
About a week before you said it to him.
I echo that sentiment. Lord Guan Yu, you are worthy of our respect, and I am glad we could speak once more.
Lord Shi Huang,
My training with you was my salvation when I lost my way. At the risk of sounding presumptuous, I hope our presence here eases your suffering even a little.
Aye, we may have different reasons and circumstances, but we are all warriors climbing the same peak.
What is...
If we
Never mind.
train and continue to better our minds and bodies, a path may one day present itself.
I am beyond grateful to both of you. Let us spar, that I may reforge my wavering mind.
Nothing would bring me more joy.
Yes. And I'm just there eavesdropping again.
Lord
Whole lot of
Superlord has a
eavesdropping.
discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
I was just gonna go into another cutscene. Why didn't they just play through all the cutscenes?
Yuan Shao's forces gathered around Baima greatly outnumber our own. They must be trying to quash our potential strategies with sheer numbers.
Be that as it may, any commander who would lead such a massive army is bound to let his hubris get the better of them. We must discover and strike at where they have been negligent. The question is how?
Send a small force to ambush them? No. It would be but a momentary diversion against an army that large.
Send me alone. I got this.
So if we can separate their forces, we may be able to take them down one group at a time.
Separate them how? I doubt Yuan Shao would be easily fooled.
If one wants to catch a catfish sleeping at the bottom of a pond, one must use valuable bait.
Bait? Very well. I will join the assault. Then even Yuan Shao will panic and send his army.
Alright, so just straight to a battle there then. Is there any other side things around besides the one that's right next to me? Yet. Alright, let's do this then.
This town has gotten bigger now that
Show them what it truly means to fight. Alright, what do we got? Defeat Sasau strategist, mighty Sasau general is forced to flee. So I gotta protect my guy while taking out their guy. Makes sense.
Gotta be quicker. Gotta be quicker.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Even Maxwell. These must push harder.
Why'd that enemy officer advance that was on the left? He had the high ground. He could have done some dangerous damage with archers.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Instead he came down to me, where he's squishy. And I am very good at killing that which is squishy.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Good note. I wanna use this. This guy's actually pretty tanky. He's taking a beating. timing of my dodges was a bit off in that run. Gotten rusty after 3 days without playing. But that's sort of expected to happen. Alright, I think there's nothing for it after that except to do the next main battle. Side quests seem to dry up quite a bit when you're
Thank you.
More customers always show up whenever Lord
when you choose a side.
What does peace even look like?
Which is odd, but tis what it is.
I cannot rest, not even for a moment.
Even with such an eminent family.
What's the recommended level? 38 and I'm 47. I am well above the recommended level. Yuan Shao's forces attack in hordes, but Cao Cao's men are unshaken. Defeat Yan Liang and aid Baima Castle. Hell yeah.
Let's begin.
This will be our first engagement with Yuan Shao. Shiasu, Sun Yu, tell us your plan for this encounter.
Yes.
Sure, I'll take it from here. Yuan Shao has moved his army southward from Hebei with the intention of subjugating Lord Cao Cao and claiming the land for himself. And they plan on starting with Baima Castle. The army surrounded the place and they are practically champing at the bit to get in. That's why we'll take out their commander, Yan Liang. Protecting Baima will ensure a victory right at the outset of this fight. Obviously done for if we lose Lord Cao Cao, so this plan turns that logic on its head. Lord Cao Cao will be acting as a decoy, drawing the enemy away from the castle towards Yanjin. As their encirclement breaks, its detachment will come cut down Yan Liang. I'd say Lord Zhang Liao and Lord Guan Yu are the right men for the job. Okay, even spread to the enemy has overwhelming numbers at Baima. A surprise attack would work well to whittle them down. But to keep Yuan Shao's forces around the castle unaware of approach, we will have to dispose of any forces on the road with utmost haste.
Yes.
Okay. Must also assail Yanjin with considerable forces. To pull this off, both fronts and reinforcements must be accurate and adaptable. We're expecting a lot from you on that front. Oh, me. You're expecting me to do it. Okay. So Lord Cao Cao will return. I'll return the floor to you. So just begun. We must start off strong to gain momentum, gain and maintain the upper hand. Just adding words in there for them. Ready to put my life on the line to win this battle. I hope I can count on all of you to do the same. Alright, so I'm going to go solo. Because I feel like I will help Guan Yu and Zhang Liao to this town. Then I'm going to rush over to this town. And then this one. And then this one. While they're doing their main push here. And theoretically, once this starts breaking up, I should be able to help with defeating these. Part of me is tempted to just see if I can beeline straight for Yuan Shao, but we'll see. Alright. Wellspring Gem, Zealous Advance, yes, yes. Did not buy replacement items, so I can't really heal people. We'll have to rely on overwhelming aggression and strength.
Now go.
Let's do this.
I will act as bait and lure away their main force. You take a detached force to drive through the gap and relieve Baima Castle.
Those are Cao Cao's forces, headed for Baima Castle. I have to warn Lord Yan Liang.
force of our position, we will lose the advantage of surprise. Quickly, pursue them!
We will keep the enemy at bay. You must hurry to Lord Yenliang's side. March forward!
We have received word that Cao Cao himself is headed for Yanji. We cannot let this opportunity go to waste. We shall send our troops to target him. We march at once!
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
It appears we have evaded detection by the enemy for now. We will continue our advance swiftly and silently.
The strength of Yuan Shao's forces lies in their inexhaustible numbers. They seem to be pouring out from the fort in an endless stream. We should first focus our efforts on taking the fort. That will force them to change their strategy.
Now advance!
Guan Yu is ready for an ambush. Okay.
Their numbers matter not, for I will never falter. With enough wisdom and courage, there is always a path to victory.
Have they run the ambush anyway? Okay.
This is our chance.
I thought when it said they were ready for an ambush, they were going to wait, but that's alright.
Take the enemy by surprise!
Behold, Allied forces are marching to our aid. This will be enough to break the siege. Stand strong. Our victory is imminent.
I owe Lord Cao Cao a great debt of gratitude. This battle is my chance to repay it with my blade. If you think you are strong enough,
The enemy officer, this land has been defeated.
to me.
Lord Cao Cao's remembering makes him an excellent decoy. Just look at the size of the force they've sent after him. With this many of their soldiers here, Baima should be relatively unguarded. Our task is to do all that we can to protect
The
Lord
enemy
Cao Cao.
officer has been defeated. An even match. We must push harder.
Let's go. They've taken
the fort
at Yanjin. We cannot let them cut off our reinforcements. Quickly, we must reclaim it.
We are providing aid in this battle in accordance with our pledge to the people of the North. However, seeing as Cao Cao is loyal to the Han court, we have no objections to taking his life.
Oh. Bai Luan.
Start the advance. Let's go. Let's start the advance.
That's interesting.
Let's start the advance.
This is too good to be true. The enemy's massive force is beginning to crumble all on its own.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
You are a snake, guarding the corrupt throne to satisfy your endless avarice. Chaos has stricken the land, and the tears of the weak pool at the feet of the Emperor. That is why you must be eliminated.
Do not know who you are or from where you hail, but you seem to be driven by a strong conviction.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
The enemy officer.
Someone fucking miles away is dying. That's always good. Love that. Alright, you guys just fire into there. It's not going to be an advantageous attack, but it'll still be a strong attack.
I'm falling back for now.
I was half a second too late. Now, where is that mysterious stranger? Because I'm going to go fight him.
Here's the resistance is futile.
You what, Kent? I just... Seriously, you got Guan Yu and Zhang Liao here.
Solid stratagem. I challenge you to battle. We shall attack like a surging wave. Make haste with preparations.
Now I have to help with this fight because I'm...
Claim this area to help support our forces.
Let's start the advance. The situation poorly.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alright, now I need to go rescue Cao Cao from the mysterious stranger.
I'm starting to get fatigued at this rate. You could be. No, it's not possible.
You appear when you're most needed. The talent inside.
I claim another victory in the name of my brother.
Making good progress. The enemy officer
Pushing
has
forward.
been defeated.
That an officer? You must be kidding. Secret for protection. An officer? You must be kidding. Let's end it. Whoa, I see you. Looking rough. Don't care this of me. My inexperience is showing. An open easy. I'm afraid I've got no choice but to fall back. We must find a way to overcome this
Territory. The enemy officer has been
The
defeated.
sacred bird, Luan.
Let's go.
And those eyes. Yes. You must be.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Time is right.
Let's start the advance.
That should be enough to help you out for a bit, and now I can go save the southern
We should
base.
stop here to assess the situation. You weren't able to leave me in danger, were you? Ha ha! You truly are one of a kind.
The time is right. We should attack now.
Time is not right, Cao Cao.
Needing your aid, all due to my own incompetence. I can think of little more.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well, at least I'm here to get some kills.
Let's go.
Alright.
The resistance is futile.
Well, I'm not going to get to him, he's all the way on the other side of the map. But I might be able to go help position J.
Fail. I leave the rest up to you.
officer has been defeated.
I need to hold out for just half a second, Zahudun.
Let's go.
Just need to win that fight, and now I'll come back you up. You're not yellow anymore. That's...
Bring them down. Normally, one seeks to overcome their opponent on the battlefield through superior resources. You, on the other hand, depend on your wits and courage. You may be my enemy, but I do admire your will to fight. You might even color me intrigued by it.
Look at them all getting beaten by Cao Cao's wells. They don't show everyone how it's done.
Take this! Take this! The enemy officer.
The enemy forces of Yangji greatly diminished. We will finish them off in one final assault.
This is a clusterfuck.
Embarrassing spectacle. Still, thank you for your help.
You have saved me. After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly. This is fun.
You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
This fight is just chaos. I don't even know what's going on. And some of these are ready to be assaulted, which is...
I expected more. This is the fate of all who oppose me.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Someone wants to duel?
Xiao's greatest fighters. Any who believe themselves worthy may test their might against me.
You gotta be quicker. Take this. Sacred Heart, protect us.
You are bad. So your bravery isn't without justification.
Gotta be quicker than that. I see you. Time to end this.
Right, that's another one down.
You weren't able
The
to
enemy
beat me in
officer
danger, were you?
has been defeated.
You truly are one of a kind.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Wen Chou has fallen. This is not possible. What on earth happened?
Forward. Everyone, follow me. Let's go. Now advance. There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat and fight another day. Let's go.
An unprepared charge into enemy ranks will be the end of you.
I've heard that before. Hasn't happened yet.
Let's give it to them.
All my life invested. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening.
Alright,
Let's go.
they have that all under control. I'm gonna go do something silly.
Is this as far as my path is to take me?
Let's go.
stop him for some health. And I probably won't actually have time to do what I want to do, but well, I've restored my entire force now, so I don't think I can get to him anyway. Seems like Yuan Shelby on the battlefield is actually a lie. That's disappointing.
You. And I've nothing more to worry about.
You stand in the presence of Yan Liang. I am one of Lord Yuan Shao's greatest warriors. You really think you have what it takes to fight me? You do not lack for skill, it seems. This battle has only just begun. I see you. An open
Let's end this. I can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
GG.
I have been bested. How can this be?
Because you challenged me to a duel, mate.
I could foresee losing either Yan Liang or Wen Shou, but for both to have been slain, you fought well this time, Cao Cao. But this brings you no closer to matching our might. In the end, there can only be one victor, and that will be me!
Do we instantly move on to attack his current position?
The first battle bodes very well for our side, but overcoming their greater numbers will prove to be difficult. This is not where we will strike the final blow. We will pull our forces back.
No, let's carry the advantage. Too timid, Cao Cao. Too timid.
This was a great victory, and it is owed to your wisdom and strength.
We are humble, but it is not yet over, my lord.
Aye. We've swatted away some of their troops, but the flow of the battle has not yet shifted. It looks like Yuan Shao is continuing his march south. They will overrun us if we do not intercept them.
To defeat a large army, we must first take advantage of the terrain. We will draw back the front line to Guandu. There, we shall make our stand against Yuan Shao.
Okay. That night. Magic fuckery is going to be Bailan. Bailuan, how you say it. Being all like, why are you working with him? The Han are the enemy now.
Zuluan, it's been too long. So it really was you. I never would have expected this. But why didn't you tell me where you were? What are you saying, Zuluan? Don't tell me. You've forgotten who I am.
Amnesia, bro.
You won't answer? Or maybe you can't. Then it's true. You really have forgotten everything.
You've heard enough rumors to know I've forgotten everything, but you're surprised that it's me.
Well, I suppose I should have known. If you had your memories, you wouldn't have allied yourself with Cao Cao, the usurper of the Han. You have forgotten your mission, your ideals, and the promises you made. And now you're floating aimlessly through life. Yet even so, you are unable to escape your fate as a guardian of peace. You submit to a higher power and act as a weapon for them, just as you did as a guardian of peace once before. Though this seems even more pitiful, Juha. What did she say to you in the end? Did she tell you to forget everything and live on? Or to pursue true peace?
I can't
if you
remember.
Can't remember, then let me remind you. Juha is dead. You were there.
Yeah, I already figured that
when
out.
It happened.
I thought you were dead too, but...
And now you're living a carefree life, free from any memory of her death. Perhaps that is the greatest insult of all. Remember, Zuluan!
Are you crying? Go, Zuluan. Down your own path. Are you crying? I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
Go, Zuluan. Down your own path.
Makeup's still on point though. Not sure you can force someone with amnesia to no longer have amnesia by just shouting "remember" at them. Like, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
I thought you had both died. I never imagined. I thought I was alone. Huh. Maybe I was being foolish, desperately clinging to a past that will never return. I have some advice for you, Zuluan. If you insist on following the Han and allying with Cao Cao, then I will not hesitate to stand against you once more. You must remember who the Han are to us. Well, the point may be moot if Cao Cao is crushed by Yuan Shao in the next battle.
He won't be.
I look forward to seeing him struggle.
I got this. If they would have let me face Yuan Shao in this battle, I would have killed him in this battle. It's... Ooh, peace levels raised. They have gifts for me. Bad last term, Pyroxene, old coins, fierce focus. I don't really use a pedal much, but I do at some point want to master every skill, so I will inevitably end up going back to them at some point. But first things first, I need to... Oh, I have letters. Oh, a lot of letters. So, did you not find yourself a little bit too good with your hands to be a mere warrior? It's especially evident how deftly you handled gems. The speed of your work is remarkable as well. It's like you can see exactly what needs to be extracted. That's how it appears, anyway. By the way, a local boy came to thank you. He said you carved him a wooden horse out of a log with a small knife. And apparently, thanks to that, he was finally able to get the other children to accept him as a playmate. Aww. He also mentioned that when he first saw you, he was too frightened to move, since you suddenly pulled out a knife while staring into the distance by the riverbank. What were you thinking? But I suppose it did work out in the end, though, didn't it? You helped someone in need. Yeah, I'm a bit of a psychopath, aren't I? Wonder why I'm writing to thank you. I'm a soldier fighting for Lord Liu Bei, but I wish to remain anonymous. Once again, you have saved me, and this time it was from none other than Lu Bu himself. Typically, a nameless soldier like myself would be able to do nothing but shout Lu Bu's name before being struck down. But this time, his tyrannical blade only managed to graze my skin. That's because you were there. Of course, you didn't notice my presence. Saving one ordinary soldier is nothing unusual for you. But it's not only me. Your deeds have given countless common people far longer lives than they were fated to live. And all of us are grateful for that extra day we have. Please never forget that. That's nice. Yuan Shao. Wanderer, due to recent developments, I will no longer be able to call upon you. The chaos of our world is constantly severing bonds, and with this parting from Cao Cao, I must also cast away my connection with you. The next time we meet, it will be as enemies, will it not? It is regrettable, but this letter may well serve as my farewell to you. P.S. There is no need to reply. We have already been enemies, but that's okay. Excuse the letter, Wanderer. This is on you. Would you like to come visit my manor? You must pardon my tactless, inelegant words, as I'm writing this impromptu between tasks. In fact, I still have a fair amount of work waiting for me. If you'd be so gracious, could you come by the war room? I eagerly await your arrival. Sure. Why not?
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even...
What do you want, Doc?
Juha. I see. I had been wondering who she was, and why she chose to help you. It may be that the Juha you saw was a mirage.
Ben,
created by
hello.
your own sense of guilt.
This is hardly Saturday's the anniversary stream, Ben. This is just a regular stream. Calm your farm.
That seems to be the logical conclusion.
A mirage conjured by my... No, she's a ghost,
Salon.
clearly.
I believe now is the time for you to face the real Juha.
She's dead.
You should figure out what it was that all of you staked your lives to accomplish. You, Juha, Bailuan, and all of the Guardians of Peace. Don't you think you're underestimating me, Ziluan? I think you ought to place a little more faith in me. The key to unlocking your past is most likely the incense used by the Guardians of Peace.
We've tried that already.
Well, while you've been off fighting, I've been busy myself. Very busy, in fact. However, I'm afraid the truth is crueler than you might imagine, Ziluan.
My farm is as calm as the Ashiguru peasants you've recruited into your wars. Look, I don't recruit any of them. Other people recruit them. And then I just say they're working for me now.
Truth. That too is a valid choice. But if you do decide you want to unravel your past, it would be my duty as a doctor to offer my full assistance. That said, we had best try out the incense first of all. I will be rather embarrassed if it doesn't help you remember anything.
And I'll give you shit for the rest of our lives. Also, how's the game going? Game is going good. Game is going good. We defeated Lu Bu a while back, which means we're like absolutely winning.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
And now we're about to get the last of my memories. Which also seems to be a good thing.
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out the first time.
Painful regret.
I thought you were a ghost, not just a memory.
I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore, because now you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape
Man, I didn't know
your
my
future.
past. I was just killing
Instead,
people.
be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore.
You're assuming far more nobility.
Of course. I always will. Ziluan, take care of Bailuan for us.
I'm probably going to end up killing him, but sure.
Good. It seems you were able to remember Chuha. That success is a weight off my mind. You did well. I officially pronounce you cured, which means my work is complete. Yes, there is nothing more to be done. Well, I haven't really decided just yet. That's sad. I've always thought of visiting the land where my father studied medicine. Perhaps now is the time. As
You
for
mean I'm
you,
going to lose my
Ziluan,
doctor?
you will be fine without me.
But what about the people that
Now
need
that
healing after
you
all the
know
fighting?
who you are. You're free to live your life as you wish.
Malevolent Tremor is now banned from this channel. What did they do? Didn't even see them do anything. Seribot is too fast. But I still need a doctor. We're in a war zone.
My, how you've changed. Ziluan, you're nothing like you were when we first met. The old you would have never said such a thing. Back then you were a wild warrior, hurling yourself into battle heedless of your wounds.
It's not for my wounds.
But yes,
You've been curing people.
despite my teasing, our journey has been one of the most rewarding times in my life. I met so many people, all fighting to survive this chaotic era. On second thought, maybe I could linger for a while longer yet. After all, what better place to fulfill my duty?
That's right.
Well, I call it a duty, but it's a humble matter compared to the exploits of someone like yourself. I learned medicine from my father, and he from his father. Along with that knowledge, They passed down the ideal of healing the sick and aiding the wounded. Now that I'm of a certain age, it's my duty to pass that ideal on to someone else. Just
A
as
certain
she
age.
passed her dreams and
Look at
ideals
that
on
baby
to me.
face. You're like 12.
Which is a roundabout way of asking. Would you let me travel with you a little while longer? Thank you, Zilliman. I mean, that is to say, I shall continue to be at your service and provide what help I can.
Alright. Acquired Musu Rage, letting you unleash ultimate Musu attacks. Acquired a skill at Musu rank and can now activate Musu Rage to do so. Completely fill up the extended Musu Rage. While in rage mode, you can leech. Oh, cool. So now I can activate it slightly earlier. Okay, that's cool, but it's stronger if I wait till later, which also sort of makes sense. I like that.
Sounds like fights are erupting.
That is you, Anshao. Now we get to have a last conversation where before I kill you. As I just sneak into his army's camp, obviously.
Ah, I'm pleased to see you. Though it is the eve of battle, you appear as calm as always. Come, sit. Let us talk as friends. Now is not the time to stand on ceremony. Still, I am surprised to see you here. I sent the letter with little hope of a reply, let alone a personal visit. Indeed. I also wanted to see you again.
I mean, I didn't particularly, but game mechanics,
I
bro.
could not go
Gotta
myself,
complete that bond
so
bar.
I thank you for taking the risk to come here. Things could have been different between us. Here we are, forced to meet in secret like conspiring thieves. I regret not making you mine before parting ways with Cao Cao.
Not making you mime. That text there clearly says mime.
But I only have myself to blame. I let pride get in the way. Once you agreed to serve Cao Cao, you would never leave him. Admirable, I suppose, but now it has come to this. I know you, through and through, thanks to that night we spent together.
That's suggestive.
Of course you do. Nor will either of us forget it, no matter what happens. Now, what to do tonight? Given the circumstances, I'm not able to extend my usual grand hospitality. But since you went to the trouble of sneaking in here, the least we can do is talk for a while. We'll forget about our situation for a while, and I'll tell you all there is left to tell of Yuan Shao. Come, let's go somewhere more agreeable. I won't take no for an answer.
Is he wiggling his brows at us suggestive? They're all so thirsty.
Now that I'm a father myself, I finally understand.
Like, they never outright say your character is sleeping with all these characters, but I'm pretty sure my character has shagged pretty much every person of note in the Three Kingdoms.
The few who can ought to make that their weapon. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Sprout game is very strong. Sounds kind of work. I mean,
Hey, did you hear?
there's
Yuan
definitely
Shao's main force is coming down
a
south.
lot of suggestions.
They say it's 10 times the size of ours. We can't win this fight.
Only 10 times the size?
And
I kill
hear
1,000 people a
we're
battle.
almost out of
We're
supplies,
fine.
Too. It's all over for us.
Line up. We will now begin our training.
Lord Eugene, surely now isn't the time.
Yeah! Why should we train when we're gonna die here?
Get moving. Anyone who talks back to a superior officer will be punished. Your job now is not to cower. It is to fulfill your duty as soldiers of Cao Cao's army. Continue to train yourselves until your fear and hesitation are gone.
I bet your character has never found a set of mango pancakes, he said.
Sir!
It definitely seems that way, because there's
Everyone, get in line.
never an option to, like, gently turn someone down when they're being super suggestive. It's always, like, reciprocating the feelings. And yeah, I can't break off and form my own empire. What's up with that?
Scouting Guandu. Yuan Shao's army is as massive as the rumors say. Maintaining it must require a great deal of supplies. I've heard from Lord Guojia about the battle in Puyang. It sounds as though supplies won the day, and I think that may once again be the deciding factor in this battle. What do you think?
Do you have an idea to attack his supply lines?
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah, he never sends a dessert card lady away, leaving his plate unfulfilled and empty, always grabbing a thick and cream filled. Yeah, absolutely.
Even a massive army cannot wage war without food or weapons. I will go propose striking at their supply routes. I am sure Lord Cao Cao will be open to the idea.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
Oh, pardon my manners. I was so deep in thought that I'd forgotten our plans to meet.
Oh hey, the bot finally decides to make its presence known. You sent enough messages to activate it, Ben. Good job.
Yes. To tell you the truth, I haven't had even a moment to rest. Matters of war have been left to Lord Shunyo, Jashu, and Goja. That leaves the task of governing Shu in my hands. I must also be vigilant against agents of Yuan Shao, interfering with domestic affairs. And the recent incident is yet to be fully dealt with.
Recent incident?
Yes. The attempt made on Lord Cao Cao's life, at the behest of the Emperor himself.
Alright.
Truth be told,
We gotta put the Emperor down.
I considered the possibility, but not so soon. It seems the Emperor feels threatened by our leader's power.
Sorry, playing legendary mobile game Rise of Kingdoms where I demand respect because of my 15 millions of power? Little do you know that I have 80 million power because I chose to play as Egypt.
Should a mere retainer be allowed to attain more power than the Emperor? This is a matter that we must now carefully consider. There are many issues at hand, but for now, I must remain focused on protecting our leader.
You must take time to rest.
You're right. I cannot deny the wisdom of your words. Perhaps it's
Gonna make
fatigue
mistakes if
taking
you
its
don't
toll on
sleep.
me. But I find that my ability to focus is beginning to fray.
Yeah, because you're
The
not
other
sleeping.
day, I was out negotiating with officials and handling government affairs, all without noticing that my hat had caved in.
Your hat had caved in? Bro, that is a massive faux pas.
The funny thing is that later I actually saw the ministers all walking together with their hats caved in the exact same way.
Oh, no, never mind. You started a trend.
I couldn't believe how quickly my carelessness had become a fashion statement. I suppose all I can do now is wait for it to go out of style. That would be an entirely new source of embarrassment. And they would wonder why it's coming from you.
And doing better this time around, Streamfan did a sponsored Call of Dragons, which is by the same people, but fantasy instead of history, and as I said, I liked what I got out of RK better, so I can blame Kitten for me playing it for the last 3 months again. Always blame Kitten, regardless. Everything is her fault. Everything. When you stubbed your toe this morning, that was her fault.
I'd like for you to keep all this to yourself. Let it be our little secret. Be that as it may, I am glad that we have made plans to meet later. If I am to rest, I would very much like it to be with you at my side.
See? See?
Now, shall we make our way to my estate? Please forgive me if I fall asleep on the way.
Just where did that come from? We were talking about governing and now he wants to sleep together. Oh, so thirsty.
What shall we do, Lord Cao Cao? Their numbers are far too great to fight without a plan.
I did have to mention. Yeah, see, it's Tick's fault. And look, here she comes to acknowledge that she is at fault. If she wasn't at fault, blaming her would not have summoned her.
Yuan Shao's army is growing cautious as it nears Guandu. It appears their loss in Baima has shaken them.
But with our supplies dwindling, Yuan Shao must know that time is on his side.
We'll use these words to help them.
Any news from Shu City, Guojia?
I mean, they're not going away. She would need to be making new content to replace them.
Lord Shun Yu says that lords in the vicinity of Shu City are showing signs of revolt. And there are rumors that Liu Bei was spotted among the leaders of the rebellion.
Liu Bei?
His Majesty has taken a liking to Liu Bei. If he comes to the rescue, then His Majesty will follow him.
Then it is imperative that we send more troops to put the rebellion down, yes?
Why would you mention that in front of Guan Yu?
Lord Shun Yu. Those who lack the heart of a warrior are destined for defeat.
I blame her for making me conveniently use the 3-month sub, probably on some suit. I also buy a house with my housemate Dave. Congrats on buying a house. As for unsubbing, why would you unsub?
Let us endure for a while longer. Our chance will come to us in time.
We keep paying, and she'll stay away forever.
Brother.
Wish I could make animated emotes free. It would be nice if you could have, like, slots that you choose to make available. Yeah, he's about to leave, isn't he?
Farewell, Zheng Liao.
Nothing more must be said. Press on, friend, and walk your own path.
I am in your debt. I have sworn to live and die at Liu Bei's side. And that is where I must go. It's you. I must also bid you farewell.
Yep, next time we meet, we'll be enemies.
Has granted me permission to return to Liu Bei. And I will do so today. Somewhere around Shu City. That will be enough for me to find him. There is much I owe you. While this may be goodbye, it has been an honor to fight alongside you once again. I, Guan Yu, will never forget this debt.
I was going to keep sending her money to stay away. I like the discipline. Kinda sad she died. Sometimes you can almost swear it's like she's still here. You can. It's weird. It's like my Snapchat saying she sent me a message today, but it won't open and let me read the message, so I don't know if she has actually sent me a message, or if my Snapchat is just broken.
I do not know.
Because
where
if
we
she's
may
dead,
meet
she
again.
surely can't have sent a
But
message,
when
right?
we do, let us test our strength once more.
Ghost messages. Ghost messages indeed. Oh, she stopped being online? Totally? Yes. Just fell off the face of the earth.
Well, this is unusual. Lord Guajia. We hardly ever see you grimace like that.
I feel we're still missing something decisive for the upcoming battle. So much already plays to our benefit, but we still lack the final push to guarantee our victory.
What do you mean? I'm right there.
Weren't you just telling us to wait for opportunities to present themselves?
Even I would like some control over the battle's outcome.
Ah, there you are.
Oh, Lord Shunyo. What is it?
Lord Cao Cao is calling for all of you. A letter was brought in from Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army.
A man known to both Lord Cao Cao and Yuan Shao, serving directly under Yuan Shao, I believe. I'm curious to see what a message from an acquaintance like him contains. You must be too, Lord Guojia.
I suppose. Let us hope it's good news. One letter could very well turn the tide of war. My, things are becoming interesting.
Does everyone wear covering tunics? Does this game have a character with chiseled butt cheeks? I'm pretty sure everyone is fairly covered up. Except for... there's like one guy that's just wearing his armor. But it still covers everything up pretty well.
Xu Yo of Yuan Shao's army has sent us a letter. He is unhappy with Yuan Shao and is ready to surrender. He's also included some other pertinent information.
If I may, precisely what is he unhappy about?
Gojia is dressed this game by Shea Gorath.
That Yuan Shao favors corrupt advisors, prioritizing their suggestions above all. Not only does he reject earnest plans in favor of theirs, but he even imprisons his most loyal servants.
I'm glad you are not like him, my lord. Otherwise, my head would have rolled long ago.
I suppose that is the essence of Yuan Shao as a leader.
Thinking back on it, he was always prone to these bad habits. He would show kindness to those who respected him, but enmity toward any who dared to oppose him. But that is irrelevant. What's important is this. According to Xu Yo, supplies for Yuan Shao's army are being gathered in Wuchao. He says the defenses there are weak, and that it will easily fall if attacked.
This could be a trap, you know.
The man is selfish and greedy, but he would not try to trick me in such a roundabout way.
Then let us gather the officers.
Aye, we bring Yuan Shao's fate to an end here.
Alright, so... ooh, there's something new in the shops in Wu. And Fuyang. Just those two? Alright. So I gotta go find them and
I heard something's about to happen in Guandu.
find what's new in the shops. Ah, level 6 weapons. And I have some letters. People want to talk to me. Wanderer, thank you for defending our caravan from those bandits. You just started your journey as a wandering warrior when you helped us. It's been a long time since I last saw you, but I'm relieved that you seem to be in good health. What's more, I've heard that you have remembered your past, and you still act with just as much honor as you did before rediscovering yourself. You are the sacred wings that will carry our world to the peace that awaits us. I have no doubt that you will continue to bring hope to all who gaze up in the sky in hope of salvation. Please accept this modest gift as my thanks. I eagerly await the day we meet again. 10,000 dollary dues! It's a pretty humble gift. Greetings, Wanderer. I heard from the doctor that you regained your memories. Congratulations. With that case solved, I am sure Master Yuan He would take some time to rest. But something just isn't right with him. He seems to fall into a trance and stare into the air at the strangest times. When I went to get some medicine from him the other day, I brought him a meal of wild vegetables he enjoys so much as a reward for the trouble. But his reaction fell far short of his typical delight. If Master Yuan He is depressed, I can't help but worry about him. What if you try to cheer him up? I think that may just work. Please do whatever you can to help him. Nah. So on, I must mention that his stomach seems all but indestructible, whether it's slurping up filthy pond water, scarfing down an unknown species of mushroom, or sinking your teeth into half-cooked meal. Nothing ever appears to affect you. I see people like this from time to time. They've built up a resilience to all sorts of things by surviving in the harshest conditions. But the thing is that medicine tends to not do much for them either, so as a doctor I need to be careful when working with them. I'll bet you're nearly immune to poison as well, but it wouldn't make much sense to have you ingest some just to check, so we'll never be sure. That said, we can surmise that you have perhaps been gradually exposed to various hazards from a young age to train your body to resist their effects. Good to know. Alright, well, we'll do this side battle first. Actually, before we do the side battle, I think it's time for an ad break. I bought Aeon's End, Sakurada, and Machikore 2. They're board games. Awesome. Board games are always good. Happy Galentine Day wins. Not yet. That's still 3 hours away. But soon. Soon. Anyway, I will be back in a couple minutes. Thank you for the resub, Ben. You did this so ads can get F'd in the A? That's fair. That's absolutely fair. We should all do things so ads get F'd in the A. Suppression of Yarn Province. The peasants of Yarn have called for our aid. Defeat the bandits sowing chaos in their territory. See, look, Ben. I'm not always bad for the peasants. This time I'm helping the peasants. Against upstart peasants that decided to look after themselves.
Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's go.
Defeat 1,500 enemies.
Valuable to be taken. Fortify our defenses, comrades. An open
Right, so this map we're just unleashing carnage. That's all they want from us.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Oh Jesus, this is too much going on. I'm getting knocked around a lot in this fight, Jesus. Bandit Chief's large force. Alright, we can deal with that. I think 60 cavalry, we can do that. I don't know if I have any allies nearby me. No. So much going on in this fight. This battle has just been a complete blur. But apparently I've killed 1,000 enemies, so that's cool. Alright. I broke their cavalry. And one of my guys needs help. That guy. This guy's doing more shit. Alright, that's a few more killed. How many do I have to kill again? 1,500? I've got to be near there, right? I've killed more than 1,500. 1,600. Alright, now I've got to kill the leader. I get you. I see what you put in that game. Just too many enemies.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
We're not even fighting a losing battle. I've killed 2,000 of these guys. How are we losing? Angry Blades. Oh shit, I might need to actually fall back for a second here. After all that, I may actually need to go get some healing items.
Let's go.
And restore my guards up to full strength. Now I can come back in force.
officer has been defeated. Let's end this. Can't believe this. The enemy
Alright.
officer has been defeated.
This territory.
So, where were we? How peasants in your army die when you could just solo Jinzu Machine of Death them all without needing backup? Look, I am happy for them to stay back and defend while I go and blitz through the enemy. They choose to charge forward. If it was up to me, they would all stay back at base, not dying, so I don't have to worry about them. Did the giveaway command, excellent, and it worked and gave the information, that's all good. Maybe because you're helping the peasants, your heart isn't in the fight and you're slacking. I killed 2,000 people that fight. I feel my heart was in it. As when slaughters entire ecosystems worth of peasants, I will be purchasing Cat Quest 2. No cats were harmed in the playing of that game. No cats were harmed in the playing of this game. It was all peasants. I do appreciate that the healing items look like they are steamed pork barrels. That's what they are. Do you like pork buns? I do like pork buns. I do indeed. Stone thrower unleashed an extremely powerful volley of rocks. I think I prefer the arrows. Just from an aesthetic point, I prefer arrows. But alright. Battle of Guandu.
The difference in strength is clear to see. In terms of pure numbers, we stand no chance.
But we have me.
So, we must first attack the heart of the enemy forces.
If they outnumber us 10 to 1, and I can kill 2,000 in a single battle. We have a new bakery near work, so they do a nice banh mi, and they seem to do Vietnamese style custard tarts, which are great.
And
Nice.
heart.
That does sound pretty good.
You mean their supplies?
That's right. We will send out 2 units from Guandu to attack both the supply line and their stock of provisions.
Lord Shu Huang, we will have you lead the unit attacking the supply line.
I will not let you down. My men and I will do whatever it takes.
Lord Cao Cao will lead the other unit himself. We have received word that the enemy has a storehouse in Wuchao that is poorly defended.
Really?
Our scout was certain of it. Xuan Yu Chong is defending the provisions. We will attack him and burn the lot.
Burn, not
The
steal.
success of this plan rides on the element of surprise. The enemy cannot find out what we're up to. And even if we can conceal our true motives, if Guandu falls before the attack is complete, we're done for.
Big convex custard top, nice. Slightly more of an egg custard than standard, and the pastry crust is crunchy. It's amazing.
So we must make
That
sure
does sound good.
Yuan Shao's army in Guandu is dealt with before we even begin.
An assault to their defenses and a surprise attack. If either fails, then all is lost. Let us all play to our strengths and do everything in our power. If we can accomplish that, then victory is assured. Fear not. In this battle, we will show the world our true strength.
Well, is everyone here?
Alright, strategy account for to fail. Exercise every ounce of care you can muster. A key battle is about to unfold in Central Plains. We are to defeat Yuan Shao and protect Lord Cao Cao. It's clear what we must do, and of course I have already determined how we are to go about it. But first defend the Guandu garrison. then we are to make for our enemy's store of provisions. Relieve defense of Guandu to Zhu Yuan and Yuajin. Zhu Huang will be tasked with severing the enemy's supply route, while Lord Southao and I will take their storehouse in Wuchao. There's a lot of high morale enemies there, Jesus Christ. This approach takes their great numbers into consideration, but its outcome is precarious. One wrong decision could make all the difference. Therefore I call upon your generals to carry out my orders to the best of your ability. So you wonder, having you free to make the rounds as your strike force will allow everyone to thrive, as always. Severing of the supply route, the assault on Wuchao, defensive guard and garrison watch over all of them and intervene as needed. Who the new hat, and why is he not a pirate? That's Zhang Liao, and yes, he is very piratey, extremely piratey. And look at that. Next thing, he'll be downloading cars. I mean, I'd download a car if I could download a car. May, hello, welcome in. Well, we've reviewed our plan. All that remains is to trust in each other and give this battle our all. Alright. I'm going to go solo again. Now, the question is, do I just try and carve up the guts of this and rely on these guys to take towns to get me my bonuses? Or do I try to take this town, this base first, and then intercept them? I don't know if they're in motion or not. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I'm going to do that. Let's take that. We're going to activate those two straight away. Alright. I think I'm just going to go straight into the supply lines and see what happens.
The time has come. We shall
Oh, that's
finally
an
face
attack
Yuan
that's coming
Shao
for us
and
anyway.
finish this.
Okay.
Elite soldiers, pour your sweat and blood into our efforts to grasp victory here.
Oh. That changes it. If they're all coming to me, then of course I'm going to fight here.
With your heads held high. Our military might is overwhelming. That much is plain to see. All we have to do is forge ahead and crush them underfoot. Alright, transport your red tanks. Let's go! The supplies we bring to our forces shall bolster their efforts. The enemy is sending forward transport units. Now is the time. Sever their supply line. Advance. They choose to fight back despite our imposing show of force. We'll just have to strive harder to break their spirit.
The enemy has set its sights on the Guandu garrison. We'll head to Wuchao, aim for their provisions. We are at a critical juncture, so I shall go as well. I leave the defense of the base to you.
Sasa's now groups now advancing to Wuchao. Good.
Turbulent times force even friends to fight one another. I've no other choice.
Our march is about to commence. Onward! Attack the Guandu garrison! All my might. Begin the advance.
We will intercept these foes. Defend it to the last. Let not a single man through. March forward.
End this. I shall lead the way. Everyone, keep pace with me.
Deliver the provisions
see, so I'm supposed to intercept that shit.
Enemy force is tremendous in scale. If we don't galvanize our forces, we'll be swallowed up in an instant.
The Western battlefront seems to be going well for us. Perhaps we should push on now. I would like to draw the enemy's attention away from Inchao.
March forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
How many was that? I've lost count already.
We're on the back foot. We need to at least get back on level terms.
Alright, so he's saying to go and hit. Yeah, I see what he's saying. I see what Gauji is laying down. He seems to have all the officers who work in soup kitchens helping the impoverished. We don't know that that's what they do.
Looking for fate. Now, focus. Here's that resistance is futile. Predictable.
The enemy officer.
God damn it, I have friends calling for help. Now I have to change my course to try and rescue them.
Bring glory to our forces.
Why do they have giant soup servers? Because they stole them from the people that actually serve soup. Did you consider that, Ben?
Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
The enemy officer has been defeated. An open
I see the position has been secured. Is ours. This should prevent the enemy from building more weapons.
Can I attack this ram? How do I fight the ram? Destroy this ram,
An
please.
expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone!
The time is right. Now is the time to advance. Everyone, Shi Huan shall guide you. Get yourselves ready. We begin our attack.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Damn it! There are too many of them. It's only a matter of time before they push us back. Hey, what's the use in losing my courage now? I just gotta trust in Lord Cao Cao and hold fast.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
last few fights have been like hectic as hell.
We must act at once. Send soldiers over from the east.
Cannot lose this position. Defend it with your lives.
I need meat buns.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Am I able to get into the castle at all? No.
Let's go.
I'll have to leave them to deal for a moment while I go recover, because I took a beating in that fight. Why has this locked on the pause screen? Okay, that was weird.
Predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope. Let's go.
Man, it would be a guy who's on the opposite side of the field from where I am that's calling for help.
Let's go.
I have crushed this enemy officer beneath me. Fail. I leave the rest up to you.
How careless of me. My inexperience is showing.
Just a bit too slow. So I will avenge you then.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. My ambition cannot be stopped.
For leaders, they're well paid. Organizers seem to have rather a lot of them. Yesterday specifically rated Suki HQ. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Evening, Mick. How's it going? Good to see you here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alright. Did they win that by themselves? They won that by themselves. Alright. Maybe I should just go and take the base that Cao Cao is supposed to be heading towards, since it's taking his sweet ass time to get there. Yeah, it looks like the main fight is almost over anyway.
Ambush from Cao Cao's forces. They left the garrison undefended? We have to drive them back. We cannot allow Wu Chao to fall into their hands, no matter what.
This is our chance to turn this battle around. All the officers guarding this area to the sword. Get prepared.
I was prepared for this the moment I set foot on the battlefield. We shall fight together, with all we have to muster.
Any of her standing would fight together with us. This is no time to cower in the face of Cao Cao's forces.
Let's do this. With her at our side,
The enemy
our
officer
spirits will remain
has been
strong.
defeated.
Well, now I'm just gonna have to go and beat up a woman because she's chosen the wrong side.
This right.
Surprise attack begins now. Maybe our best chance to rout them.
Surprise attack begins now. It's already started, Cao Cao. It's halfway done.
You could use some assistance to turn back the enemy.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Just need to hold out a little bit longer.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Cao Cao's army. They are a veritable storm, shaking the House of Yuan and this era to their very core.
No! Look what they've done to her! We can't go on!
All of the guards are out of the picture. Well done.
Alright.
Now we shall obliterate the morale.
Well, first he beats up the peasants, then the soup kitchen operators, now he's punching the women. Well... Yep. Someone's got to do it. Unsub, unfollow, cancel your dynasty. More evil than Alex. I am pretty evil. She was an evil character in the Dynasty TV show. Good to know. I would not have known that.
Reporting! Chao is burning! All our provisions are up in flames!
Did you say? Cao Cao, now you've done it.
Here we go!
I regret that I must implore you for aid like this. But your presence sets my mind at ease.
Everyone's really at it. Keep the pressure up on the enemy, all right?
Each one of
Is he running away now?
men is worth 10 of ours. We have no chance. We must retreat for now.
This should work well in dampening their spirits. Still, the enemy is great in number. Now the real fight begins.
Incredible. We were able to repel such a large force. I can hardly believe we actually pulled it off.
Minimal casualties too.
The winds have changed direction. Now blow in our favor. This is our chance to crush Yuan Shao. Now advance.
Hell yeah, it is. Can I hit them from here? Not really. That one I can.
We'd better stop here. Panicking won't help anything.
Are they going to hold the line for a bit?
Trust in our strength.
No,
to the
no, they're
very
gone.
end. Onward, my brave men. Battle is almost at an end. An opening. Sit.
So you finally time to finish this. The intertwining of our fates ends here and now.
All my might. Draws here. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alright.
That's the spirit. You are a true warrior of the three kingdoms.
This territory is ours.
Now we run around the outside of the battlefield and take the other town base. I don't know why I keep calling them towns. But while I'm going through, quickly just give everyone some inspiration. Be like, yeah, I'm here. Look at me. Aren't I great?
I shall crush our enemies. Everyone, steel yourselves and form rank.
Behold, the might of the proud house of Yuen. All units, prepare to attack. Let's go.
They're looking for a chance to strike. If you don't bring down the commanding officers, you will suffer heavy losses.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Damn it, people are calling for help. I gotta go save someone.
An officer? You must be kidding.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourselves.
I let myself get distracted. Where's the guy I need to save?
Things are looking bad, but I refuse to consider this a setback.
Salsa, you have done well to come this far. Yet, you are still greatly outnumbered. Surely in all your wisdom, you have realized the truth, that you cannot possibly win this battle.
Many impossible feats have been performed during this struggle. They all seem to have slipped your notice. Fierce warriors that fight under my banner were 10 times their number.
Oh,
How deep my strength lies.
let's just go for
Saved me.
the head of the snake.
After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly.
This has been brutal. I don't know how much more I can take.
Overcome all odds to make it this far. We've both exhausted our respective talents. True battle among battles. As such, I, Jung-Woo, shall put everything on the line.
Oh, someone wants to duel. Let's duel. Oh, that was bad stuff for me. This is a very bad stuff for me.
Turbulent times force even friends to fight one another. But I've no other choice.
Jesus fucking Christ, give me some room to breathe.
With all the strength you can muster.
Where the hell has Yuan Shao gone? 'Cause he's the only one I care about.
Great waves. Cannot hold out much longer. It connects to solve their last.
This as far as my path is to take me.
Alright, that was brutal. They suddenly just started knocking me around like paper. That was kind of rude of them.
Let's go. I shall trust in our strength to the very end. Onward, my brave men. Be quicker than this. Battle is almost at an end.
Time to attack.
So you come, Doctor.
Finally time to finish this. The intertwining of our fates.
So I think so long as I don't get...
The enemy officer.
Is it brutal, like sexy brutal? It wasn't very sexy though. I guess.
Has been defeated.
Eating a whole block of cheese does sound like a good time. I would probably die in the aftermath of eating a whole block of cheese, but it does sound like a good time.
That's the spirit. You are a true warrior of the Holy Kingdom is ours.
Alright, so as long as I don't get too close to the main battle this time, I shouldn't trigger that cavalry charge bullshit. And that will allow me to take the second base. And then with that I will have my full attack buff.
That's an officer? You must be kidding. You gotta be quicker.
Things are looking bad. But I refuse to consider this.
Gotta be quicker.
Where did I go wrong?
Things don't look too good.
Just need you guys to hold on for a little bit longer while I take this base.
This territory is ours.
Bad play HS? Yes, a giveaway. We are indeed doing a giveaway. Every quarter, I will buy someone a free game.
Surely in all your wisdom, you have realized the truth, that you cannot possibly win this battle.
Many impossible feats have been performed during this struggle, but they all seem to have slipped your notice. The fierce warriors fight under my banner. 8 times their number. Soon, I know how deep my strength runs.
Pride of the UN, I shall crush our enemies. Everyone, steel yourselves and form rank.
Take Elden Ring. So the rules is it does have to be a game I've played on stream, which I have not played Elden Ring on stream. And you would need to get your entries in order. If you type exclamation giveaway, it should give you the information you need. guys.
What's hard? You lose the fight. No giving up. To the bitter end.
Overcome all odds to make
So I'm not sure what my side is doing, but they don't seem to be keeping these guys distracted and off my back.
among battles. As such, I, Jung-Hu, shall put everything on the line.
You're here when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
Alright, we'll do this duel again. It didn't pay off very well for us last time, but... He is definitely a superior combatant to me. Jesus. Well, didn't exactly lose, but hang on, let's have a quick look. Alright. What games you played on stream? Hades, That Weeb, JRPG, and this one. The full list is available in my About section. There's currently about... hang on. 40 games on there?
All due to my own incompetence. I can think of little more pathetic.
Let's go rescue some of these people, because they look like they need help. And Yuan Shou is over here, and he's what we're after.
I asked for your assistance here.
Turbulent times force even friends to fight one another. But I've no other choice.
When things got tough, I thought of you. And now you're here. Crazy.
Some
Alright,
days,
we need to regroup.
can let you down. Those are the days I need you the most.
You weren't able to leave me in danger, were you? Ha ha! You truly are one of a kind.
That was a truly embarrassing spectacle. Still,
You need to press push to see list games.
I regret that I must implore you.
Why is that? It should be anyone who has the link. Hang on. There we go. That should fix it now, hopefully. I see how the game works. Wind buys you the game. You own it the way Ubisoft wants you to. Not at all. What do you mean? What are you complaining about, Ben?
This. Your presence sets my mind at ease. Let's go.
I don't understand what you're finding objectionable there. Where's Yuan Shao? He's the only one I want. No one else matters besides him.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's end this.
Impossible.
There you go. What is hide and seek, Mick? I assume it's a computer game and not just like, you know, a rulebook for how to play hide and seek.
He possess that I do not.
So we've lost him.
What do you mean we lost him?
No need. His fate is sealed regardless of whether or not we pursue.
He was right there.
Yuan Shao. You once told me that you would be the one to restore the entire land. I suppose history will prove who was right. You are a man of true virtue. Another time, you might have been the victor.
If you ever wanted to play hide and seek over an entire city, the game I've always had to do it was IRL hide and seek.
But it seems history would
Seems
not
like a
accept
very
you as
difficult
a
game of
hero
hide and seek.
who will bring these wars to an end. Let us go, Luan. We have stepped over many bodies to get here. We have much left to do.
I bet it was hectic. Zhang, he was brutal in that duel. Jesus Christ. After a fierce battle, Cao Cao bested Yuan Shu in Guandu. Though Yuan Shu managed to flee the field, he passed away before he could regain his advantage. With Yuan Shu defeated, Cao Cao's force was reorganized as the greatest in the land. Yeah, boy. Chapter 4 complete. I had been spreading my saves out, but they limit the amount of saves you can have.
Becoming the most powerful individual in the land. He actively strove to establish hegemony over Hebei, and in turn, the entire land. The Sun clan fell into turmoil after being tragically deprived of their lord once again.
Yep.
However, with their combination of capable youth and dependable seniority, they were able to secure territory for the kingdom of Wu. Their future now lay in the hands of their young leader. Liu Bei had yet to establish his territory and could not realistically attempt to gain supremacy. But he focused on gaining something worthwhile out of his indecision. The turbulent sea of the era turned into a powerful whirlpool, and before long, into a violent torrent. Chapter 5. With Zhuge Liang's assistance, Liu Bei decides on a plan to gain power. A decisive battle is held at Chibi.
So I don't think this is going to make it all the way to Red Cliffs. The hider has about 2 hours to hide somewhere, then the seekers ask questions to narrow down the hider went, but the more the seekers ask questions, the more power-ups the hider receives.
Yuan Shao is no more.
Fair enough.
But his sons now continue his legacy. They have set up a stronghold in Ji province.
Ji will not fall easily.
On the contrary, before his death, Yuan Shao made one fatal error.
He died.
He didn't appoint a true successor. Isn't that right, Lord Jiashu?
Correct. And wars over succession are very common in such times. Yuan Shao knew as much, and I believe he intended for his youngest son, Yuan Sheng, to take over.
But he passed before he could set that in stone. The brothers have already begun fighting. It may make things easier than when Yuan Shao was alive.
Lord Goja.
Sorry I'm late. I may have had a little too much to drink last night.
Alcoholic
I found
strategist.
myself giving into any number of temptations. I'm afraid my weaknesses were exploited.
How rare to see a mighty strategist in such a state.
Men are as surprising as the world around them. Who would have thought the UN family's grip on Hebei would end up so loose today?
There's a YouTube channel called Jetlag. The game is based on their hide-and-seek game across Japan. It just sounds too
Several
intense.
officers surrendered to us in Guandu. They may be able to help us take Hebei for ourselves.
The winner hid for 13 hours.
Oh, it's you. Thank you.
Ah, Zhang He,
Leaving
he's
the
on our
House of
side
Yuan
now.
was difficult, but I have long awaited this day. That ideal battlefield we spoke of. I believe joining you is the best way to find it. Though I may have once been your enemy, I am honored to now fight by your side. It is truly a pleasure.
About 10 hours, but they had several time bonus power-ups. Fair enough.
Let us fight bravely for Lord Cao Cao. Still, Lord Yuan Shao's children and the rest of his family remain in control of Hie. It is my hope that they will not be involved in our future battles. Especially knowing that Lord Yuan Shi's wife will protect the Yuan family at all costs.
Lord Yuan Shi's wife?
A capable woman, as brave as any warrior I know.
Is she the one I fought
It
at
could be said that she is the one
that
who
stockpile
keeps
place?
the UN family and their troops going.
But when we just hide inside his house and not let us in. I mean, it's a viable tactic if you just lock all the doors.
But do not be mistaken. I too am a man of war. Should they stand in our way, I will not hesitate to strike them down. However, in these troubled times, it does not do to be completely heartless.
More letters. Observation Report 8. Zuluan, you seem to have the ability to land unharmed when dropping from high places. Treetops, roofs, towers, castles, walls, cliffs. I'd wager that you'd be fine falling from just about anything you can climb. Your sense of balance must far exceed that of most people. You maneuver your body into just the right position to avoid damage at the precise moment that you reach the ground. The only conclusion we can draw from this is that you're in fact a cat. Or rather, you've undergone some kind of special training. It is certainly conceivable that despite losing your memory, your body remembers what you've been taught. But what I've seen while living you is someone without a care in the world who never misses a chance to take a nap. Even after you remember everything, these days we've enjoyed together will always be a part of you. So, I'm part cat. Wanderer, I've been stricken with some desire to meet you. Even on my busiest days, it's your face that runs through my mind, and it's because there is something that I must tell you at all costs. I know that you're very busy as well, but would you mind meeting me somewhere nearby? Just tell me where, and I'll come running. Wanderer, would you join me in the city? I'll show you a great place to eat, and then we can feast to our heart's content. Oh, I can hardly wait. Meeting you, eating all that delicious food, it sounds so wonderful. I hope you feel the same. Wanderer, come to the restaurant facing the street. It's high time we dispense with these formalities and have a meal together as men. To be honest, I find myself more able to relax while you're around. Most of the people around me these days talk a little bit too much. Well, I suppose that isn't so bad in itself. Anyway, make sure you're good and hungry before we meet. So many dates. What is a man to do?
Lord Shu Huang occasionally comes by to purchase gifts of appreciation for his troops.
Right, of course, it's a new chapter, so I have a bunch of new trainings and stuff to do.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are.
That's good. I assume the odd ones haven't disappeared. No.
The
That's
number
also
of men
good.
gathered under Lord Cao Cao's banner increases.
Excuse me a moment.
Please accept my request. Lord Sasa has his eyes set on ruling Rome, but he still lacks stable footing. But letting spring up now would be a disaster. There is no time for compromise. They must be ruthlessly eliminated.
Lord
Alright.
Li Dian may be friendly and approachable.
Cut down some rebels. That's going to upset Ben. personal favour to ask if you don't mind. I'm looking forward to a piece of writing called The Three Strategies, but I can't find it anywhere. I hear that you're still quite the traveller. If you run across it on your journey, I would be grateful if you could bring it back to me. Where is that? I think I know where that is. I'm not entirely sure where that is, but
don't know that Lord Jiashu used to be an enemy.
Instructions at disposal.
Yep.
Defeat 200 attacks with foes from a wheel recovery. Defeat 200 foes with strong attacks using wheels. Achieve dramatic success. Well, that's good. I'm mainly using wheels at the moment, so I like that.
Whenever you can. What an admirable man.
It's not like right there, is it?
Another war.
It is right there. The Elder. Okay. You see the three strategies, do you not? Then this is for you. My brothers and I made some improvements to the text. I hope you find it useful. Be right back, cleaning up a little.
So you're saying
No worries.
Okay, quiz time. Incredible.
Growing number of clerks assists me with government affairs, and it's been a challenge helping each of them reach their potential. Share a growing body of knowledge with even more people. I think that with this work, I may be able to do just that. This will surely lead to great strides forward in my government affairs. Once again, I cannot thank you enough. Alright. Plans to develop a six-pack, or at least have a tummy muscle.
We've grown in strength since you arrived.
Good old keg is where it's at.
Rival any other faction. Are you hungry?
I'm
Eat
always
and
hungry.
Drink your fill. Don't worry. You've more than earned it. I like your attitude. It makes me feel better about giving you all that food. The real problems lie ahead of us. Though we have gained strength, our army organization is lagging. We've grown too big and too fast. The troops need training. We need equipment. Our structure needs reviewing. Provisions need securing.
Yep.
There is always
Running a
more
country is
work to
busy.
be done. My suffering will continue a little while longer, it seems. I'm glad we dragged you into our forces. You're a great officer, and useful as my eyes and ears. Cao Cao is impressed with you too, especially with how you command your troops. I hate to admit this, but I can't imagine doing this without you.
You would be losing.
No need to thank me. You'll make me blush. We're at the point where Cao Cao's goal of ending the chaos and forging a new era is finally within reach. The coming battles will have huge ramifications for the fate of the land. I can't say I'm not excited. All the more so, because you're here. Together, we'll open up a path for Cao Cao to achieve conquest.
Hell yeah, we will. Battle out tone Padao. More Padao stuff.
So you're saying Cao Cao will soon seize the reins and reign over the realm?
Of course. He could gain dominion over the land without delay if he so desired.
Lord Guan Yu has safely returned to Liu Bei.
Though I was glad for his presence, Lord Guan Yu seemed ill at ease during his time here. Like a sword, returned to its scabbard. It seems he is back where he belongs.
Guy's definitely a pirate.
Now we may finally be able to stop Lord Guan Yu's unwavering blade. We are to be enemies. We must not let our erstwhile friendships stand in our way.
That goes without saying. Our personal lives have no bearing on the war. When next we meet, I will put aside my past with Lord Guan Yu and face him with everything I have.
They say Lord Cao Cao
Well, at least
didn't
people aren't
hesitate
openly
even
talking about
against an old
treason now.
friend. Kind of reassuring, actually.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, thanks for coming. I know you're busy.
Ready to eat.
Glad to hear it. I've got some special meals prepared for you today.
Gonna say that won't be it for the cutscene.
Remember what I said about continuing to work the fields? Well, I managed to get enough for a meal, so I had them cook it up for you. It's all as fresh as can be. Eat as much as you want.
This guy's voice actor is
Where
very
I'm
stilted.
from, we do these harvest festivals each year. Boy, that brings back memories. Wonder how the folks are doing back home.
I kind of wonder if they like recorded a bunch of other dialogue and have stitched it together.
The vegetables we grew there were so fresh too, like you wouldn't believe. We helped each other out and worked hard, so we had some amazing harvests. But then some no-good bureaucrat came around and told us to give it to him. Kids went hungry when we got hit with droughts, but that was nothing compared to being leeched on by greedy officials. Appreciate the anger, but you know, we all ended up just accepting it. We were already so tired from working in the fields, you know. We thought that's just the way things are. So when we met Lord Cao Cao, now that was a surprise.
But you were actively rebelling when you met Lord Cao Cao.
Whenever I look at him, I feel like our hard work really will end up paying off one day. He's an amazing man, someone we gotta protect. If I can work the fields again under Lord Cao Cao's rule, I'll be happy. And you can help me dig up dirt.
I'll pass.
Hey, what's with the formality? You're a buddy of mine, and a good one. A lot's happened, sure, but I hope we can still spend some time together after the war. I bet we can work a really big place with the two of us. Oops, the food's getting cold. Let's eat already. There's plenty here to fill ourselves up on. Food, hopes, and dreams. Hey?
Lord Shichu started a field nearby, working on it whenever he can. What an admirable
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are.
Did I just speak to you?
I'm just finishing up my training. If you have the time, I'd like to get to know you a bit better.
Mate, I don't even know me.
I do. Perhaps some of my troubles have left me since last we talked. Do you remember the last time we spoke? I was conflicted about my reason to fight. At the time, I believed I was simply a weapon for my lord. That was all I could think of. That was why I couldn't understand Lord Cao Cao when he spoke of the future. You saw right through me. I doubt I shall ever be as insightful as you.
It was pretty obvious what you're telegraphing there.
Fighting alongside you and all our great allies, I finally understand. Becoming a lord's weapon does not mean to simply fight mindlessly. It means to take the will of one's lord as their own. And if the lord treads off the true path, they must be prepared to correct them. That is true fealty. That unyielding spirit is the mark of becoming a Lord's weapon. When I said I would ensure Lord Louis Bu was punished in the afterlife, Lord Cao Cao saw through me. He saw that this blade can still be sharpened further. You see through to the essence of matters as he does, don't you? However, this revelation of mine is still fresh. I may yet lose my way once again. If I do, I hope you can help me one more time, as someone with the same Lord, who knows all my flaws and insecurities. I entrust to you my everything, my dearest friend.
Dearest friend, we've spoken like 3 times.
Another war?
Before we do the next cutscene, I'm going to go on a quick ad break, because we are a bit overdue for one. And then we'll be back for the last hour of the stream. Okay. There we go. That should be unmuted. Yeah, that's unmuted. You guys can hear me again. Unfortunately for all of you. Zhu Huan, what would you like to talk about?
I suppose you have come to train as well.
I would
Might we
like
do
some
this
training,
together?
if you could give it.
Training alone does have its limits after all. Thank you. There is much to learn from your form. After the Battle of Guandu, Lord Cao Cao is one step closer to his goal. It is now that we must exercise the most vigilance, for we shall serve him as his officers, even after he has unified the lands.
That we shall.
Of course. It does not end there, however. After joining Lord Cao Cao's army, I have met many great warriors. Guan Yu, Xiang Liao, and you, of course. I have since done my best not to be left behind, and I have finally begun to realize what I must do. I am to seek new heights as a warrior, ones that only I can reach. This is my current goal.
It's a good go.
With you by my side, I am certain that I can make it a reality. Or rather, I must. I was only able to decide my path because I had you as my friend. Since our encounter at Shui Jing Retreat, and even after I entered into Lord Cao Cao's service, you've helped this fool immeasurably.
Oh, helping people is what I do.
Path, so that I will not be ashamed in front of my greatest comrade. Would you watch over me on my journey?
Of course I will. Military exercises. Getting a ceremonial blade. Okay. I wonder what the ceremonial blade does. Could definitely use some better upgrades in the gear. Alright, so what we got? Defeat Zhang Liao. My forces are all there, and there. This is just this battlefield again.
Let's go.
Hold. We need to assess the situation.
You need some assistance over there. Let's offer ours, without delay. Begin the advance.
Forces are now moving to join large force. Okay. They can do that, and I'm going to be here distracting myself. These guys could die a bit faster.
Things are looking rough. I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
Really? You're like a general against a generic lord. Alright, just give me a little bit. I've almost won this base, and then I will come rescue you.
Where did I go wrong?
This territory
Things don't look too good.
This appears to be as far as we go.
So you've come. Sorry, but your help is needed here.
My help may be needed there, but it's also needed everywhere else.
I reckon we are all in your debt now.
Now is the time to attack. Forward!
Damn, I didn't get to lead the on in time.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
my side is really weak compared to the other side, it would seem. Where's that guy who's all like, I'm gonna die soon?
Just the right time. Quickly, lend us a hand.
I have to rename this Troggington, the way he's training through all these peasants. It's a pretty good name. I respect that. I'll gladly be called Sir Troggington. Destroy 2 chariots. I don't think I've ever actually attacked a chariot. How do I destroy a chariot?
No matter how you slice it.
Right, let's try this. Does that hit the chariot? It doesn't hit the chariot either. Can you fuck off? I'm trying to destroy a chariot.
I'll leave this area to you.
I leave the rest up to you. We have to redouble our efforts.
A bunch of my people are dying because I am here fighting fucking chariots.
We must find a way to overcome this situation.
Gotta be quicker. Time to act. We will make our stand here. Prepare for battle.
Where's that guy that was all like, I'm dying?
Enemy officer has been defeated.
You're right, all due to my own incompetence. I can think of little more pathetic.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
I might be able to take him out if I'm quick enough.
Into you with my intellect. Looking rough. Looking rough. The enemy officer.
That's one of their elite commanders down.
Maybe it's time to call it a day.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Let's go.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
If he dies, I lose this battle, and he is like on 0 health.
An even match. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ah, he fled. God damn it. Alright, clearly I handled the start of this battle wrong. I thought I could be cheeky and go get some bases by myself, but it turns out everyone on my side is weak as piss.
Hold. We need to assess the situation.
We need some assistance over there. Let's offer ours. Without delay. Begin the advance.
Yes, I get that they're moving. I am on my way to help them.
Good eye. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Take this. Let's go.
Have you considered maybe you're meant to lose the battle because you're the bad guys? No, I haven't considered that.
Looking rough. Remember our rhythm. Time to attack. Good eye. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Because
This territory.
I'm the guardian of peace. I can't be the bad guy. I'm all about peace. It's in the name.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Alright. So if we swing past him, he gets heals.
I reckon we are all in your debt now.
And I might be able to save that guy this time as well.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
What are you waiting for? Let's get this fight started!
officer.
Keep your guard up.
Let us stop here for a moment. There is no merit in haste.
My instincts tell me we should stay here and wait.
Okay, yeah, so this is
Enemy officer.
what I was supposed to do last time. And now I'm going to let that guy deal with that himself because he's winning there. And that should buy me some time to go and win this base. And only having one to babysit means if he does start losing, I can go and help him. Should think about removing the skulls from uniforms. But how would we know we represent humanity if we don't have human skulls on our uniforms?
This territory.
That doesn't make any sense, Ben.
Let's go.
I don't know about you, piece of keep. Look, who am I
We must assess the situation.
to deny everyone who wants to sleep with me?
We'll wait here until the time is right.
If they choose to wait for me, that will be even better, because then I could just go and take these bases at the back. And then I'll be full strength for the big fight. And all it will cost is me slaughtering a bunch of normal soldiers. Like, look at this. This is training. They're having fun. Can't you see all the fun they're having?
This territory is ours.
I think they look like they're having fun.
Let's go. Time to attack.
Well, they actually are going to wait for me this whole fight, aren't they?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I did this fight very wrong the first time then.
Now, attack. Don't hesitate.
Yep, now they're going for it, which makes sense because I'm basically attacking them myself. you guys fire arrows over there. Devastating damage to him. Excellent. I'm sure I saw a devastating charge. Yeah, I did.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect. It's time we made our move. Everyone, ready yourselves.
Defeat 700 enemies? I can do that.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everyone is doing their best. Their iron will shall lead us to victory.
Really are a true warrior, the three kingdoms.
Just a couple of them.
I felt it right from the beginning.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Prepare yourselves. Good, everyone? Let's do this when you're ready.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Stop running away from me, coward.
The enemy
I
officer
can barely
has
hold
been
my
defeated.
weapon anymore. Maybe it's time to call it a day.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yeah.
I am ready. End this.
Haven't done so well in the duels lately. Tonight, basically.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So that I may fight again another day.
How about this? Take this. Take this.
An open.
All my might. Take this. Prepare yourselves.
I'm pretty sure he is literally all they have left, so I don't know what everyone else is standing around doing. But that battle went a lot better this time.
Remaining true to one's principles is the path to victory.
I mean, my principle is to sneak around and steal all the bases. Which I suppose I did get to do. I did remain true to that. I just needed to go and save them all first. Boost attack by 15% when you defeat 1,000 or more enemies. Does it stack though? That's the important question. Because if it's just a once off 15%, then I get better with the Drum of Zealous Advance. But if it's every 1,000 enemies, then it might be worthwhile. But attack by all of half just a minute. Doesn't ask for anything, just equip it and enjoy 15% damage. Yes. Yep, so it is for every 1,000 enemies slain. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna replace Zealous Advance then. Actually, I might remove the defensive one now and just go full aggression.
Another war.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are. I'm surprised to hear that the young ones don't know that Lord Jiashu used to be in it.
Where is the battle that you summoned? There's still plenty of people to talk to.
Lord Shu Huang occasionally comes by to purchase.
And apparently there's a gift over here. Is this place at full peace now? Is that what's happened while I've been distracted? Extends reduction of enemy morale by 100% upon achieving dramatic success. Okay, cool.
I don't care if it's a time of war or peace.
They're not 100%, they just had a gift for me. That's fine.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are. Runan is no open place.
Oh, this is a whole new town. And all they had was a couple new weapons. That's fun.
We're only surviving because my husband is out on the back.
Sasa hanging right in the middle of nowhere. Liu Bei of Jing is a threat to us. Yes, but so are the son of the Jiandong. I need them disoriented. Moving our armies will only serve to make them aware of our plan. I understand secret, Zilan. Alright. He wants me to just go and beat some people up. I can go and beat some people up. That is my main skill set. Oh, I'm fighting the Sun clan. I didn't even notice that.
This'll do.
Well, that's gonna be
The enemy officer has been defeated.
sad times. Do I have to take them on? I kinda like the Sun clan. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, but
This territory is ours.
Sasa's reinforcements have arrived. I didn't need reinforcements. I was just buying time so I could potentially use my archers, but it didn't.
The enemy officer has been defeated. All my might infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yep, that was easy. Too easy.
I'm gonna protect my family when the bad guys come.
Well done.
Those guys don't want to unite
That
the
also
world.
looks like a more questy battle.
Got a big alcohol
That's
order.
the one that Zonyu gave me. I was wondering where that had disappeared to.
I shall put an end to you with my intellect.
Will you really?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready.
wrecked.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Rough.
Alright, I have a lot of skill points ready to go for when I unlock the next lot of skills, which is good.
So Lord Cao Cao's getting serious about uniting the land. We should cheer him on.
You absolutely should cheer him on. Team Cao Cao all the way.
Seeing Lord Xiahou do.
I think my bot might be a bit too chatty and I might need to slow that down a little bit.
I apologize for calling upon you again, and being tardy at that, but I am glad to see you.
Do you get dressage as a skill? You don't, unfortunately, no.
Really? Well, that is... You're as kind as ever. The battle in Guandu is over, so I wanted to speak with you about the future. We fought in many battles together, and I feel our bond is now unbreakable.
I never doubt what I can break.
At the same time, our Lord has continued to make great strides toward unifying the nation. My aim is to lead the way on the battlefield. Lord Xiahou Dun, Zheng Liao, and Li Dian too. Our Lord has incredibly dependable people in his ranks. My current goal is to prove myself to you, even amongst such esteemed company. Do you really think so? Suddenly, I can't remember what my goal was in the first place. But gaining your approval means more to me than I can put into words. Right now, we fight alongside each other as equals. But one day, I want to be the one leading the way.
We are not equal.
I hope to become the sort of officer who inspires absolute faith in his troops.
I'm the fuck-mothering Ziluan. You're just some guy.
If possible, I'd like you to make sure I don't lose sight of that goal. I tend to rush into things. If I achieve that goal in the future, it will be because of you. In that sense, we are like partners. Thank you for indulging my rambling once again. Oh, and remember the record I was creating for us to share memories? Back then, I felt a distance between us. But with all the memories we've made together, now I feel a lot closer to you. So, how about a training session for old time's sake? Let's do all we can to ensure our deeds go down in history. Well, let us go.
This is staying on his face for a long time.
Ah, you're here.
Yeah. I want to teach you to my teacher, right? I talked to him and he said he wants to meet you. He's going to teach us about the classics, right? So make sure you find a copy and look through it before you come. You want me to go find something again?
Eminent family. Yuan Shao stands out as true.
Everyone's always talking about Lord.
Do I have a letter? I have a letter. I like letters. Love letters. This is on you. Might you be willing to come to the war room? Or to put it more accurately, I would like you here with me. I wish to see you. This may sound silly, but know that I would not ask this of anyone but you. I'll be here waiting. He asks that a lot. What's there? So you have the classic rights, are you? Most admirable. Here, it's yours. Continue your studies. We watch to see what you accomplish. That was easy.
Lord Yuan Shao was loved by the people of Hebei.
I never would have thought Lord Cao Cao...
Why?
I felt really bad about that. I just casually told you to get the classic rights and read it but then I realized it was no easy task. I threw the trouble to read it anyway. I suppose that means you will study with me under my teacher, right? I mean, I literally just went across the river. Look, I can see the old man that gave it to me from here.
Way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
Another war.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are.
Very good.
Lord Li Dian may be friendly and approachable.
I think I'll do this dialogue, then I'll do a quick skirmish, and then we'll finish it there for the night.
My apologies.
So as we're coming up, does anyone have any raid suggestions?
Occupied in contemplation while awaiting your arrival, and I must have drifted off to sleep. Do you really think so? I actually do that quite often. People just don't see it that way. In any case, looking like I am deep in thought while sneaking in a short amount of sleep is a talent that I am happy to have. Now, please have a seat over here. With the battle at Guandu behind us, the reign of Lord Cao Cao is starting to come to fruition.
Yeah, it
Starting with
is.
Luoyang, we have been expanding our influence over key territories and peoples across the land.
Yeah, we have.
No, your good intentions are more than enough. All the government affairs that I've been tasked with carrying out alone before are now being handled with the help of many new hands. We have recruited not only Lord Shunyo, but also many other very capable people of great talent to our side. But as all this has happened,
Thought Dust if you want local,
I've
she's a
come to
WA
realize
cat mum,
something.
and good wine drinking lass. The 48 if you want small, she's a US nurse and cat mum.
At first, I thought we needed a single, unrivaled leader to bring peace to the land. For me, that meant
Sensing a
Lord
theme
Cao
here,
Cao.
Ben.
Looking back on it now, it seems that I drew this conclusion a bit too hastily. Our talents each have an important role to play. I have come to understand that we are at our most powerful when we all join hands and work together. I would also like to join hands with you.
Of course you would.
Regardless of what happens to me in the future, may I count on having your friendship?
Yes, but just friendship.
I am relieved. Now I can rest.
Berdicus if you want to annoy Elfin, she's an Adelaide-based dog owner and smarter and more educated than her ego appearance
By
suggests.
the way,
I don't even think Elfie is here at the moment.
about that time I went out with my hat caved in and unintentionally started a new trend that spread like wildfire. I really should have just gone back immediately and explained it to everyone. But I had a reason for not doing so. You are the only one who knows my secret. I wanted to have something like that between us. From now on, you are the only one I need to be open with about my faults and failures. No, you're the only one I want.
Well,
I'm actually quite
I'm
stubborn,
shared with like
believe it
100
or
other
not.
people that also want me.
But I also love to be cared for.
And you just fell asleep mid-speech. Okay.
The number of men
Alright.
gathered under Lord Cao Cao's banner.
Let's kill some yellow turbans. And then we'll find... Oh, interesting. Skirmish where they have magic going.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
It's been a while since I had to face any magic.
Looking rough.
Time for a good old fight. Get ready, open it. I will break you.
Looking rough.
Someone is sowing chaos in a battlefield. I must stop them myself.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I get it. You're angry. I stopped your little magic show. But, to be fair, your magic show is kind of cheating. Damn, I actually lost that one. Alright, we're ending the night on a loss. Alright, so who are your suggestions, Ben? For nostalgia pick, good old Hextef. She was on Telian, is playing Red Dead, probably 2.
Hard to stay motivated
Well,
as tired as we are.
you did mention one of them is from Adelaide, which
But we won't give up so long as
instantly
Lord Shaho Dun gives us hope.
1.6 thousand. Yeah, that's probably a bit large. You can ignore Birch, she has that 1. Yeah, yeah.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are. I'm just about at the end of my rope. But we won't give up so long as Lord Shaho
So
Dun
who is
gives
the
us
Western
hope.
Australian then? Thought Dusts. 116. I mean, that's a lot bigger, but and the foe rates.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are. I'm just about at the end of my rope. But we
2.
won't give up so long as
That's a
Lord
number I'm
Shaho
more
Dun
comfortable
gives
raiding
us
into.
hope.
Alright, so we're gonna raid into the foe rate. It's Ben's suggestion. So any complaints with it, aim it at Ben. Yeah, I will see you all on Saturday. It's looking like the poll is going to be on
Hard to stay
for the
motivated
anniversary
as
stream.
tired as we are.
I
just
will
about at the
have to
end of my
organise
rope.
some stuff for that.
But we won't give up so long as Lord
Gonna have
Shaho Dun
chili
gives us
sauce.
hope.
Gonna have sour stuff. Don't know what else I'm gonna do, but I'll do something. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.